Hi there, sexy, and welcome to the Harley Hughes Headless Clown Morning Show. I don't care if you're listening in the afternoon, I don't care if you're listening at night, it's still the morning show because, you know what, I like to talk and I like mornings, and those are the two things that are required for a morning show. I am the American classic Harley Hughes, you will come to know and love me, as many have. I'm definitely crazy, but I don't suffer from insanity, I enjoy every minute of it. And, I'm probably the most rational, crazy person you'll ever meet. I'm basically schizoid, so yeah, I see stuff that's not there. I hear voices from time to time. I'm pretty sure that I'm either the Messiah or the Antichrist. But somehow, someway, I still manage to function day to day. So join me on this radio adventure for what's sure to be a fun time. This is the pilot show. This is going to be our first premiere, so it's not going to be a full show. It's only going to be about an hour long, and I'm going to briefly discuss what kind of things you're going to hear on this show, which is actually going to be a 4-hour show once a week. We're going to have politicians on, business owners on, mostly from the local area. I'm going to try and get some, once I get some national recognition, I'm going to try and get some guys from other areas to come in, and we're going to talk about stuff that's going on in the world. We're going to talk about news and policy and politics and government and religion and basically anything that will piss people off because I like to piss people off. Honestly, I am a liberal, peace-loving, free-loving, practicing, pot-smoking, long hair wearing, tattooed, pierced hippie, and yeah, that's who I am. So if you don't like that, you're probably not going to like me, but I will like you because I like everybody and I love to debate. I really do. I love intellectual discussion and intellectual debate. I hate arguments, but I love to get into a good intellectual discussion. Oh, it gets me hard. Yeah, occasionally I will have a mindgasm, which is awesome. Let's see. Today is... I don't even know what day it is. That's what happens when you drink 4 pots of coffee a day, don't sleep for a few days, and are a little bit deranged. You kind of lose track of what time it is, what day it is. I know from the computer clock that it is 4 o'clock, so in about 20 minutes we're going to have our daily bong hit. I'll play a binaural beat, which, if you don't know what a binaural beat is, put on some headphones, turn up the volume, and get stoned with me through your ears, because it's really cool. And guess what? When you do a binaural beat, it doesn't show up on a drug test. Awesome! Hopefully you work at a place that doesn't drug test, because drug testing, you know, it's not right, it's not fair. All the synthetic drugs, the bad drugs, process out of your system in 48 to 72 hours. The good drug, the healthy drug, the one that has never killed anybody, never hurt anybody, and, you know, seems to be actually good for you. Seems to be medicine for the human condition. That's the one that it's designed to target and weed out and make unemployable people who use marijuana. Because, yes, marijuana is a good drug that has got a bad rap. I am the American classic Harley Hughes. This is the Headless Clown Morning Show. First story of the day. A man tried to unsuccessfully sell himself on eBay. He tried to sell himself for $1.50 in a bid to try and get some attention from employers. He is claiming that ageism is the reason that he doesn't have a job. He's got a degree in electrical engineering, a degree in maintenance, mechanical maintenance. He's worked as a mechanic. He's an IT trained professional. This guy sounds like a catch for an employer, but he's not employed because he's in his 50s, which I understand. It is ageism, and it is sad. He lives in Britain, and like he said, he used the popular auction site eBay to try to sell himself for $1.50. Dude, you can't underprice yourself. Nobody will buy if you price yourself too low. See, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up an eBay account. And when I set this up, I'll actually show you where you can go to get it. I'm going to sell my cunnilingus services. Cunnilingus for a year for $4,000. I wonder if I'll get any bids. Because, you know, I'm pretty talented. I think I can sell myself too. You know, I'll put a video up of myself doing the 360 tongue trick where I rotate my tongue 360 degrees around its y-axis. Maybe show or talk about the G-spot blowjob, which is where I cause a woman to prolapse a little bit so her G-spot comes out from the vaginal opening and I can suck on it and lick it, and it's crazy, man. Let's see. And the reason that I'm really good at cunnilingus is because I have a really small penis. I admit it. I do have a really small penis. I have successfully used the pickup line, "I'm hung like a Tic Tac, want minty fresh breath." But yeah, it's kind of an issue. In middle school, my nickname was the Millimeter Peter. Seriously, that's not a joke. That's what they called me. And the boys in the shower called me that, and they also made sure that all the girls in middle school knew that. So I moved to a different school for high school, and yeah, I never entered a gym class and never showered in gym and never showered in wrestling practice. I always went home to shower because I didn't want to catch the nickname Millimeter Peter again. That was brutal, man. Kids can be cruel, but in my case, the kids were just brutal. I mean, hell, Christ suffered less than I did. Ooh, that's going to piss off some Christians. I am the American Classic Harley Hughes. It is the Headless Clown Morning Show, and it is 4:03. I'm trying to repeat this information so that you get it into your fucking head, so that you know who I am and what the show is. It will be a product of Headless Clown Enterprises. Headless Clown Enterprises is my own little entrepreneurial venture, because even though I'm a hippie, I'm also a capitalist. Not traditional capitalist, though. I don't believe in unrestrained free market capitalism, because I think regulation of the capital markets is a good thing. Yes, I am a hippie. I am a liberal. I am a Democrat. Let's see. What other stories are we going to do today? Woman struck by lightning while in grocery store. That's a neat trick. Lightning flew into the grocery store. Don't think we'll do that one. Why sex is good for your skin? Well, sweating is good for your skin. And if you're doing sex right, you should work up a sweat. Woman sues Japanese mob boss for refund. That one sounds interesting. Are we too stupid for alien attention? Probably. We drank this kitty's poop and kind of liked it. Civet Cat Coffee. I want to try Civet Cat Coffee. Civet Cat Coffee is, the raw coffee beans are eaten by civet cats, and the cat craps, and the coffee makers go out and pick up the cat crap and clean off the coffee beans that are left, that are undigested, and it's processed in the cat's stomach, and then they make coffee out of him, and it's supposed to be like the best coffee in the world. It's like, I think it's like $80, $100 a pound for this kind of coffee, and it's supposed to be delicious, and I want to try it. I know it's disgusting, and I have a fecal phobia. I don't like poop. It's disgusting. I don't like getting it on me. I don't like the fact that it comes out of me. If I didn't have to poop, I wouldn't. It's just, I don't like it. But, yeah. I'm going to try some Civet Cat Coffee one of these days. I am the American Classic Harley Hughes. One more time, I'm going to tell you you're listening to the Headless Clown Radio Show. We're going to take a quick minute here to pay attention to our sponsor, Headless Clown Industries Company. It's going to be, let's see, which one of my business ventures do I want to promote? Hey, self-promotion is okay. Bill Maher does it. Jay Leno does it, Daniel Tosh does it, so I suppose I can do it. Granted, they're promoting their comedy shows, and I'm promoting my, sales businesses. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and promote Income Store. Income Store is a company who I represent, who sells websites that are already making money. They basically set it up so that you go in and say you want to make an extra $10,000 a month. Well, you tell us I want to make $10,000 a month, so we go ahead and say, okay, that'll be $640,000. You write us a check for $640,000, or if you got the cash, we always take cash. We go out and find a website that's making $20,000 a month. We go ahead and buy that website with your money that you paid for. We split the website's income, so you get $10,000 a month, guaranteed, minimum $10,000. That means if the website makes less than $20,000, we take a cut. You don't. Then we use our $10,000 to help make the website better so that it makes more money, so that your half of the website income keeps going up and the worth of the website keeps going up, and you can sell anytime you want, and you split the proceeds of the sale with us 50-50, and everything's good. And I mean, you can only, if you want $500 a month, you can have $500 a month. If you want $1,000 a month, you can have $1,000 a month. If you want $10,000 a month, you can have $10,000 a month. If you want $50,000 a month, because you've got to have a lot of money to do that. But if you want $50,000 a month, you can do it. You can do it. Contact me, jharleyhughes@gmail.com. Also, if there's anything that you want to hear on my show, any kind of debates you want discussed, any kind of topics you want discussed or debated on my show, send me an email. Tell me what you want to hear. jharleyhughes@gmail.com. That's jharleyhughes@gmail.com. That is my personal email. So, yeah, ladies, if you're interested in a date, also email me, man. Let's see. We are going to take a quick minute here to play a binaural beat because it is 4:07. I'm going to help you guided meditation. In about 13 minutes, we're going to play the Marijuana binaural beat. So you're going to get stoned with me. If you got headphones, you got to put on your headphones, turn the volume way up. I'm going to guide you into a mellow mood, guide you into being stoned out of your mind. It's awesome. Let's see. For right now, we're going to discuss... What are we going to discuss? I don't know. Like I said, this is the pilot show. I don't have a whole lot of material prepared. It's only going to be an hour long. A lot of what I'm going to do on this show is conceptual. I want to kind of experiment a little with the radio format. You can't do that on terrestrial radio, which is why I've decided to bring the show online. I do have a background in terrestrial radio. I worked at 3 stations. 3 stations. Over the course of 5 years, I got a degree in broadcasting and radio broadcasting. Went to broadcast school, which was really fun. Kind of wish I could have stayed in broadcast school and not had to face the real world, but God damn it, you got to be an adult sometimes, even though I still like to watch cartoons, blow bubbles, and, play video games and read comic books, because I refuse to grow up. I refuse to accept the philosophy that growing up means growing old. Screw that. I want to stay a kid forever. I drank to that. I'm drinking cherry tea. I like my caffeine. I drink a lot of coffee. I drink about 4 pots a day. I have no side effects, though, other than, a tremor disorder, sleeplessness, and occasionally seeing shit that isn't there. Caffeine is a stimulant, causes psychosis. Most people don't know that. If you drink a lot of coffee, you'll actually more likely to see ghosts and stuff. Let's see. It is time for some interesting weather news. What's going on in the weather? That is not the weather. My internet is down. My Wi-Fi is down, and that sucks because now I have to use my smartphone to get all of my prep material, which is not easy because my smartphone has 3G instead of 4G because I live out in BFE. That was a lot of initials and numbers and letters. Let's see. So it's really difficult to do a show when you don't have all the right equipment, but I can't sleep tonight, so I figured I'd do the show, the concept show, the first show. Just basically an introduction to me and who I am. Let's see. Other things you need to know about me while I'm trying to get this weather news up is that I am polyamorous. I'm in an open marriage. I love my wife. My wife loves me, but we also date other people because we realize no one person can satisfy your needs 100%. That is an outdated fantasy belief that is just totally irrational. Humans were not designed to be monogamous. We evolved from apes who are serial polygamists. That it's, serial monogamy, I understand, seems to be the most evolutionary relevant way of doing things, which is relationships that last several years and then moving on to a new relationship. But in our opinion, in our case, my wife and I's case, my wife's radio name is Foxy. My radio name is Harley. My real name is not Harley. My parents were not that cool. But in my wife and I's case, we both have needs that aren't met by our marriage after 7 years. So, we're working on 8 years, but we decided to enter into an open marriage so that we could stay married because she is my best friend. I am her best friend. We love each other dearly. We care about each other. We spend a lot of time together. It's a very close emotional bond. There's a lot of emotional intimacy there. But, there are needs that aren't met. So we explore outside of our relationship to experience the fulfillment of those other needs. Let's see. Whew. It is early in the morning, and I am caffeinated beyond caffeinated. I don't understand. Caffeine is a drug. Nicotine is a drug. They're perfectly legal. Weed is a drug, and it's not illegal. It's not legal. Caffeine has killed people. Nicotine has killed people. Weed never killed anybody. Yet you can't smoke a joint. You can smoke a cigarette. You can buy cigarettes at any gas station in the world, but you can't smoke a joint. That's just insane. Let's see. California wildfires going on. NASA still perplexed by astronauts' flooded helmet. What? Uh-oh. Heat behind at least one death. Major severe threat begins. Major severe threat. What is a major severe threat? That sounds ominous. Let's hear it. Major severe threat begins Thursday. Well, that would be today. Today is Thursday.